What's up, y'all? And welcome back to Daddy's Talk. I'm your host, Robert, and today I am catching up on Spy Family. Specifically, I just read chapters, what was it? Chapters 92, 93, and 94. Cause I don't know, it's Sunday, new manga stuff come out, so I'm reading some other manga stuff, and for some reason, Spy Family popped up in my brain and was like, Robert, you're behind a few chapters or whatever. So decided to read it, and it was like sometimes it's just the perfect time to catch up on a series because it just lucks out to where it was kind of like at a good like stopping point. And I also realized like I haven't done like a dedicated Spy Family discussion in over a year, which is kind of crazy to think about. But shout out to the homie Leona, whose channel is called Alias Unknown, because she's been doing Spy Family chapter reviews as they've been coming out. So go check her out. But yeah, so lots of great things have happened here. And while I will mention I do still talk about Spy Family in like bits and pieces on the regular full Daddy's Talk podcast episode, but as far as like a focused one, it's been over a year. So, I kind of want to start off with another big milestone moment that happened, and that is the reveal of freaking Demetrius Desmond, Damien's older brother. So, I'm pretty sure I talked about this at some point or another, but I had a feeling that this might be kind of like the flow of things because I went and double checked because I talked about this a long time ago, but the full reveal of the dad happened in chapter 37. The full reveal of the mom, Melinda, happened in chapter 65, and now here we are in chapter 93 with Demetrius. So I kind of had a feeling that like every 30ish chapters we would get a new Desmond family member reveal. And the other cool thing that I noticed as well is that the chapters with the father, that was the end of season 1. Now season 2 is currently airing whatever, and they should be ending same thing with the stuff with Melinda, the mother. So following this pattern, I'm like, man, that's pretty dope that they kind of structure it this way. So eventually, whenever we get a season 3, it's probably going to end with this moment with Big Bro Demetrius. And so it also kind of just has me wondering, like, okay, in the next 30-ish chapters, what's going to happen? Because as far as like the core Desmond family, we know obviously the son, the little son that's in class with Anya, Damien. We knew about the big brother, the mother, and the father. Are there more family members and stuff or whatever? And so that's just kind of exciting to kind of think about. Or will it just be like something super Damien focused? I don't know. I'm excited to find out. But yeah, I just thought that this was super cool because going back a little bit, it was kind of cool to see some moments kind of converge because not too long ago, we had this older couple, this older family that moved in next door, and with the build up to kind of like the big uh, end of semester, end of term exams for Anya, then this old couple kind of coming in and helping, specifically the old man helping to kind of tutor Anya and stuff, whatever. It was kind of like a very sweet moment, and I definitely do believe that there is more going on with this old couple than we realize, especially because it was mentioned. I'm trying to think. I think it was chapter 92. Because obviously, Lloyd is going to do his research and stuff, but the old man had mentioned. Let me see if I can find it. I believe they said something about they had moved to be closer to the sun or something. Let me just double check and find that information. Okay, I found it. So it was in chapter 92 on pages 8 or 9, in the bottom panel, Yor had asked, "That's right. You mentioned you've lived in Berlin for a long time," and then the old wife said, "Well, after the war, we relocated to Covenia area for a spell, but when it was time to retire, we moved back to be closer to our son and his family." Now, of course, me just kind of cooking up theory crafting whatever, but going back to what I said earlier about like every 30 chapters, whatever, we get like a Desmond thing, whatever. What if this old couple is or Desmond's as well? Because I don't know. Well, they have said their name, their last name or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like somebody that we've known before will kind of loop back into the story or something. I don't know, but that is like one thing. Even though like their last names seem to be the same, but maybe it might be a case to where Desmond is maybe the wife's, Melinda's last name, and that the dad took it. I don't know, but there's definitely more than meets the eye for this older couple, because like I said, especially they talking about the dad being a college professor, traveling the world, he's well studied and all this stuff, whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if either they have some type of connection to the Desmond family or somebody else that we've met before. That's going to be something very key in the future. But it was very cool though, either way, just to see this old couple and Anya bond together. So yeah, so it was very dope to see the families kind of start to make a connection of some sort. Though I feel like they might set up for some potential heartbreak down the road, because now they've gotten a little bit comfortable. Like Lloyd maybe gets relaxed and too trusting of them and all this stuff. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see like the long-term play of this relationship. But we did get to see the fruits of the tutoring or whatever, to where like Anya got one of the second best scores, and so seeing that payoff with her tutoring with the old couple and stuff, whatever, and also in a way it also kind of helped for Lloyd to see things in a different perspective, because while he is smart and intelligent or whatever, but he also, everything is just about work and about the mission or whatever, and this old couple kind of showing him like, hey, having some positive reinforcement and making it fun for her to learn or whatever might be a helpful thing as well for her growing and stuff. So, but yeah, so that part was like very dope, seeing her actually work and study, and then actually seeing it pay off to where she had got like the second highest score in one of the tests. Which test was it? Let me see if I can remember which test it was. I think it was like the language one. Yeah. It was the language test. Was like super dope, and also the fact that like overall in the class she went up from 213th to 168, and then getting the second highest score in that language test. That was super awesome, and so she got a stellar star, but also got a bolt because she had like one of like the lowest scores in like math or whatever. But it's understandable because she used so much of like her brain and energy to get such a high score on this one test that it kind of, just exhausted her to where she didn't do well on some of the other tests, whatever. And then, like I said, kind of looping back around to the stuff with introducing the brother, because it was so dope of how like they're doing like all the award ceremonies and stuff at the end of the semester, and then it's like Demetrius Desmond, highest scorer in math, second highest in biology, highest in physics, second highest in history, second highest in foreign language, highest in secondary foreign language. Just like he got like 6 stellar stars in this one exam. So he is definitely like top of the top, and of course has his mother and father's creepy eyes. But yeah, it was just like I said, just very dope to kind of see all these things starting to slowly tie together, and then things kind of wrapped up in my read with chapter 94 with them going to Anya, them going to this snow cabin because she saw skiing on TV. They decided to take her skiing as like a reward for doing well on her test or whatever. And then a blizzard happens. They get trapped in the cabin. And at first, I thought that this was going to turn into a whole like little mini story arc of them trying to solve this murder mystery in the snowy cabin. But no, it had a nice little setup, but then it was just like, nope, wrap up over in a chapter or whatever, which was a little disappointing to say the least for me. But I still liked the vibe and stuff of it. Just even some of these like other characters or whatever that were introduced with like how goofy their names were. So like these like 4 college kids that were part of like a ski club or whatever. One guy's name was Max Slacker. A girl's name was a drama queen. This other dude was short on credits. And then this last girl is just Nita Jobsoon. I just found that just so hilarious. Just like these goofy freaking names. And then of course Anya and Bond putting their powers together to help solve the mystery or whatever, because like the owner of the log cabin was the one that was trying to commit the murders and stuff, whatever. And so she kind of used this very specific, like, hey, Papa, let's go explore around the kitchen's back door around at 11 tonight. And Lloyd obviously is like, you'll be exploring nothing. You'll be in bed. And that is a very specific thing for you to say. Which, of course, made him suspicious. And then he went and caught the killer and the actor or whatever. And that was kind of wrapped up. But I think that this chapter will be where the season ends whenever they do a season 3, is that we'll have the big reveal of Demetrius or whatever, and then we'll have this like last little piece with, hey, as a reward for doing well, they went on this little snow trip or whatever, and murder mystery, and it's over, and that'll be the end of the season. So yeah, so like I said, the stars just really aligned this week to where there are some things, whatever, where I'm just like, hey, every week I'm on top of reading this series, or whatever. But every now and then, sometimes just due to life and just being busy, stuff just kind of falls behind. And sometimes, like right now, works out in my favor to where it's like, hey, I happen to want to catch back up at the perfect time. And so, yeah, Spy Family, still very awesome. But yeah, so y'all let me know what y'all thought of these last few chapters, and I'll be interested to see where chapter 95, where that's going to start off potentially the next arc or whatever. But yeah, it's always dope catching up on Spy Family. Let me know what y'all think of this. And as always, if you enjoy this, make sure you're subscribed, following, all that good stuff. Feel free to hit me up anywhere at Dad Needs to Talk. And make sure to check out my other stuff where, like I said, this is a place for conversations, discussions, interviews, and reviews surrounding fatherhood and family, manga, anime, TV, movies, and video games. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Y'all be easy. Peace.